and welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. If you like what you see, stick around, you know. Anyway, I know I've been gone a while. I feel like a broken record saying that, and I'm like, I keep meaning to make videos, but you know, life happens. It's been busy, and also just like, honestly, creative mental block. So that's a big part of it. Just feeling like I don't have a creative idea right now, and I don't want to like bring content that like does not feel like I wanted to do it, or that I just, you know, threw something together because I needed to put a video out to be consistent. But I did read a book. It took me a lot longer than I expected it to because I wanted to do a book review for a while. I'll probably do another one before I start reading through the Bible again this summer, but maybe even a couple more. Hopefully the next books I read won't take me quite as long, because this book that I am reviewing today is loaded with information, so I wanted to read it with just little bits at a time instead of like overwhelming myself. Plus I only have like 20 to 30 minutes in the mornings to read before I have to like get going with my day. So it just took me a while. I'm a pretty fast reader, but still, when you want to like really absorb the information being thrown at you, you tend to take a little more time and care with it. Plus some mornings, truth be told, when I wake up at 5:45 in the morning, Monday through Thursday, because those are the days my husband works. So I wake up that early, and sometimes mentally my focus just isn't there. So I want to, you know, read just little bits instead of overwhelming myself. But yeah, so the book I read, this book has been making the rounds. I know, I'm pretty sure at this point it's been a bestseller. At least was at some point. But it's Megan Basham's Shepherds for Sale. The subtitle is How Evangelical Leaders Traded the Truth for a Leftist Agenda. It's actually, I will say, this is like the first time I've experienced this with a book. It's like, really, really good. Lots of information that I think as Christians is really beneficial, because you want to be able to, you know, have the discernment to pick out when things have kind of been like infiltrating your church. Yes, infiltrating sounds kind of like doom and gloom, but yeah, like things that the Bible is against, that they might try to like sneak in ways where like, I don't know, like you don't necessarily pick up on it right away. Just like little things here and there, and then it like usually builds into like something big. But so I think this is really good. But what I was gonna say, the thing that I've never had happen to me before is a book be so good, but also make me so angry at the same time. I do believe it's a righteous anger, because there's people I know who there's names mentioned in this book. So yeah, there's people I have had respect for in the past that have maybe were either mentioned in this book, or that people I know like love or listen to, and it's serious, y'all, guys, whatever. It's serious. There's stuff that like clearly the Bible speaks against, that people have been compromising on, and the reason why, sadly, is money. And a lot of it comes from these secular organizations that they like know, oh, like we're not going to get the Christian voter base because our views are too extreme. So we have to find ways to like, you know, sneak into the evangelical church by giving them money, and, you know, maybe having some people, I don't want to say compromise, but like yeah, pretty much compromise their faith for the agenda for the sake of money. But yeah, also just, money, the love of money is the root of all evil. So I do believe that is a thing. But yeah, basically a lot of leftist organizations that are obviously, like, with what they're pushing, they're secular. So, and they're like, we need the Christian voting base. So let's just like see if there's some organizations that, might not have the discernment and sneak in there. But anyway, the thing about this book is, look at this. This is crazy. Like, the bibliography, well, that's the index. Hang on. The notes, like, just where she has all, it's so well sourced. Like, look at that. It's pages and pages of just notes from where she got this information. So she's not like making it up. These are like quotes pulled from actual sources and basically following the money trail, finding out where these organizations are getting their money from. Sometimes it's like it's not necessarily like a church. It's like a magazine or some sort of Christian nonprofit that was given like a bunch of money at some point. So it's just really, really good. I think as Christians, as a Christian myself, and for those who see themselves as Christians, evangelicals, that it would be a very, very, very important, crucial book to read, because like I said, it made me angry, but in a good way. Because you just see how like a lot of lies have snuck into the church, and it's really quite disturbing when you think about it. So because we're called to be different, and people may think we're odd for being different and having these like different views. Some people may think we're rigid because of like the things that we stand for. And honestly, it's like, as Christians, we're called to hate the things that God hates. And that's why I feel like when I was reading this and getting angry, I felt like it was a righteous anger, because these things really made me upset and angry that I was reading. I would read some quotes from it, but I think context is very important with this book, and it's important to just like fully understand, like, this is what they were trying to push, this is who was maybe pushing certain aspects of it, and just this is like the organization or the lesson plan that was being used to push this idea. So I think just context is very, very important, and I think it's too hard of a book to just pull a quote from and be like, hey, this is what this book is about. But I think it's pretty clear by the title what the book is about. So I hope some of you all maybe were on the fence about reading it, and now will like go out and buy it. When it first came out, when it was first like going off all over the place on social media, I had just gotten a pretty big doctor bill from when my kids all got really sick and we took them in. A bunch of tests were ran. We did not expect everything to not be covered, so, or whatever. It was a lot. So I was like, I'm on a spending freeze, but like people kept talking about it, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna buy it. So I just went ahead and bought it. So I encourage you all to seriously go out and get yourself a copy. It's a really good book. You need discernment in this day and age. You've always needed discernment, but yeah, like especially now when stuff gets snuck in here and there, just little bits and pieces at a time, it's good to know what to look out for. And it's also good to like be aware of who the wolves are as well, because like I said, she does mention names in there. So it's good to be aware of those people and maybe avoid them, honestly. But yeah, so I say go get yourself a copy. Probably gonna let a friend borrow this next, because I think it's an important read for all Christians out there. Yeah, very good book. So go get yourself a copy of Shepherds for Sale. Definitely recommend it. I do believe it's available on audiobook. So if you prefer audiobooks, go ahead and get yourself an audiobook. I tend to personally absorb things better when I'm actually like reading it. Audio, I think I'm just a little too unfocused for. Maybe I'm a little ADD, I don't know. But I am just not an audiobook person. But if you are an audiobook person, it is available on audiobook. So either get yourself a copy or get it on audio. So yeah, that is gonna do it for me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you read this book and have some thoughts and want to share your thoughts on it in the comments, comment below. I would love to hear from you all, and I will hopefully be back soon. Hopefully I don't have too much creativity block. Hopefully I get around to reading some more books soon. And yeah, that will do it for me today. I will see you all next time. Bye.